Hello everyone. It's Penny. I'm back. It's a Sunday night. I had an inkling to want to sit down and do a little something, and so I decided to make it a little easier because this is what I do a lot of times is I will just, any leftover paint that's on my palette, what I'm working on, I'll brush it on a page of one of my journals. So if I sit down like this and I don't want to start with an absolute blank white page, because sometimes that's a little intimidating, even if you've been doing as long as I have, then I have one of these kind of pre-started pages to go on. So I decided to do something with this one today. The colors I like. It's got a nice feel to it for what I want to do. So what I just got out to work with is an eraser, a 4B pencil. This is my Stabilo All pencil. This is the one that I can put it down, and when I wet it, it's going to smear, and I like that look. A lot of times. This is for doing some journaling. It's a permanent type black pen, so I can write, and this one won't smear, so I can kind of write and then kind of paint over it. And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I am about to hit a birthday tomorrow, and honestly this past year has been pretty much crap. I hate to be negative, and but yeah, so I am still working through a lot of stuff, and I thought I was getting along really great with the loss of my husband and everything, and then my mom died in May, and that brought all of my grief about him to the surface. So I haven't been doing as well as I thought I was. So one of the things that kind of helps keep me sane is just doing my art, just sitting down at my table and playing, and I don't know, it just kind of helps me work through things. And these are the paints that I have pulled out to do this project, or whatever I do today. I think I'm going to use these two colors. I'm pretty sure that's probably what I've used down here, or some variation thereof. And some glazing liquid so that I still see some of my writing behind whatever it is that I am going to do here. So I'm going to start with my pencil that I can erase on. And I just want to do a face. And I want to get it down. I want to go halfway between the top and the bottom of the head, because this is the head, not necessarily the hair that raises above it, but the head. So about halfway, this distance are going to be like my eyes. Halfway between here and the bottom of the chin is going to be the bottom of the nose, and then the lips. And this is kind of a guiding point. And the width of your eyes, you want that same width between them as a guide. So I can kind of start in here. And here. Rid of my guideline a little bit there. And then I think my mom always called this the Cupid's bow with the lips. I don't know why, I just love full lips. Thing about getting older is that's what you lose. Which is probably why so many women go and get those injections. I just can't do that because it just doesn't look natural anymore at that point. It's like my gray hair. You see my gray hair? There comes a point where it just, it's so obviously fake when you're a certain age and you still got, jet black hair. And I just chose to be more authentic than beautiful or whatever. And I actually get more compliments on it now than I did on the color lips. Not to mention how much money and mess I save. Alright, and then I don't know what kind of hair I'm gonna. And I really love the paint that's behind here. So honestly, I might not do anything but a light wash. These are like the best. I buy them in big packs. I've had the same pack for, I don't know, several years. And, so now I'm going to take my Stabilorol, and this is the part that I want to be a little on the messy side, because when I go over it with this, the water's going to move this. It's almost like it says it'll write on anything. Where does it say on here? Paper, glass, plastic, metal. It's supposed to mark on just about anything. There's been one or two things that's not marked on, but they had some kind of finish, I think, to them that kept that. But I like them because they act kind of like a watercolor pencil. So I'm just kind of bringing this down here to make, you know, the tear ducts a little bit. And I just want to get them close to the same. This is a quick sketch. It's not. This is mainly to, I don't know, to convey feeling more than work out something than it is to be something beautiful. So. I don't think, when I'm looking at this, I don't think I'm going to put any color on the hair. So what I will do is I'll just kind of go over my lines to give, you know, the illusion of strands of hair. Alright, so, one thing I didn't do was erase this guideline right in the middle, and I'm kind of hitting this pencil and just smearing it a little bit. It's alright. Alright, so feeling better already. Let me put some, grab a couple brushes I might like. I need to go back to these Jane Davenports. I've had a couple that, you know, the little rings or something have come off, but these have done pretty good. I like that tapered end, and it's good for acrylics. And one of the things I'll avoid sometimes when I think about it, when I want something a little bit looser feeling to my sketches, is I try to avoid a strong line underneath. And quite honestly, I don't even like when women do that with their eyeliner. You know, I'll do a dark line on top, but I want to make this one raised up a little bit more. Yeah, I don't like that stark kind of emo looking, and I know that's an old-fashioned word, isn't it? Style of ringing the bottom of your eyes, especially for women as we get older. Our eyes tend to want to droop down anyway. We want to do things with our makeup to kind of liven them up. I haven't put it in anymore, so what's left on my brush, I'm doing shading in you know, a lighter direction. I don't want it super dark. And I kind of want to do this to where I don't have to do a lot of editing with this video. I know that just sounds lazy, but sometimes I do edit videos, I do talk over, I'll speed things up, but this is just going to be kind of a quick one. And so I wanted to be able to put it up and share it. don't know, maybe somebody out there is kind of going through the same thing, and you think, well, I should be over it. You know, so-and-so died last year or months ago. Why am I still, you know, feeling crappy or depressed or whatever? And, you know, your head can tell you you should be over it or you should be moving on, or, you know, your head can tell you all kinds of things. But honestly, it's a process, and it hits you at the weirdest times. You'll think you're doing pretty good, and all of a sudden you don't want to get out of bed one day or something. And just forgive yourself and move on. You know, I mean, there's things that I look at and things that happened with both the loss of my husband and my mom that I'm grateful for. You know, that they didn't suffer any longer than they did. And with my husband, when I look back to, you know, the suffering he went through the last few weeks, and as grotesque as it may seem to some, I saved video and pictures of some of those times, because if I get feeling too bad, I just go on my phone and I look at those pictures of how bad he looked and felt there towards the end, and it makes me, you know, happy that he's not in pain and suffering anymore. So give yourself grace. God gives it to us. We don't give it to ourselves quite as often as we should. And I thought, well, if I stick a happy face on, people will be proud of me and I won't make other people feel bad and blah, blah. You know, it sucks sometimes. And give yourself grace to feel it. You know, I'm about to what I wanted for this. I'm just going to give it a little more shadowing down here around her, under her face and neck area. So you know what? I'm not even going to use the paints, because I really like that when I did this page, the middle, there's still color, but it's more subdued, and I had, I guess, gone in and mixed in some white in the middle of the page with some of the colors I was putting around, and it was perfect for working a face on. It really was. So one more little wash around here. All right. You know what? I'm gonna stop. I can deal with that. It feels good just to kind of get in here and do a little something. So what was that, 10 minutes? So yeah, do like I do. Don't ever leave paint sitting on your palette or your plate or whatever. Open up a journal, or, you know, this is another one I do it a lot with, this little book that I bought at the flea market months ago. And so I've got places in here that I've just laid down color. I don't know where they are right now, but yeah, like there. So I just offload color that's been on my palette to these pages all the time. And I did it to this big journalist, Jane Davenport journal as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it wasn't too maudlin, but but I feel better. So I hope you've had a great day, and I hope you can get creative and get in your journal and just play and work out whatever you need to work out. Okay, so, or just rejoice in whatever's wonderful is going on right now. So have a great day, be creative, and I'll see you next time. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and I always love hearing from you. So feel free to leave any comments that you'd like, and take good care of yourself. All right, bye-bye.